Is this champion any good? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Felris, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends. And guys, I quickly threw together a build for my dude Holsring. I maxed him forever ago, and I do not use him. But today we are going to be seeing what exactly my guy can do. Let's add a cat's gaze here, just because we can. There we go. He's got a cat's gaze. He's in Savage in one piece of Merciless with these stats. 4.2k attack, 198 speed. We're not too worried about the speed right now. We're just damage testing him. 240% crit damage and 162 accuracy. Guys, he does need a hex and a decreased speed, so we'll go ahead and find that in some other champs that we will be putting with him. In addition to that, I also feel a legendary coming out of my Sacred Shard on these 2x event, so we're gonna go ahead and pull that as well. You want to know a secret? You can get Corrado for free, as well as Fane, Ugo, and Vergus right now. Here's exactly how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play and uninstall. Use the link in the description below to start a brand new Raid Shadow Legends account. Log in, complete the tutorial, and you'll find Corrado Fox Hunter in your inbox afterwards. As you level up, you'll also get Fane, Ugo, and Vergus. So don't wait. Use that link and start a brand new account right now. Guys, let's go into Doom Tower hard mode, stage 1, just to see what exactly this guy can do. So of course we're going to have our Lydia, we are going to have our Arbiter. We need a hex and we need a decreased speed. You know what, Lysanthe or Beastbane would actually be really good here. It's the exact same. Now ideally you want your Holsring built with accuracy, but today we just went kind of all damage. And I should mention that these are not end game stats. These are more just mid game stats. Maybe even early game stats. But we got to see if this champion is usable for everybody all around. All right, so we do have him mastered with Helm Smasher, which is really good. We've got a drop defense. We've got a weaken there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put out the hex. And then we're going to put out the drop speed. So there we go. Let's go ahead and boost again. All right, come on, Holsring. There we go. All right, so Holsring, his A2 is the one that scales off of the debuff. So he's going to attack one enemy 3 times. If the target is under Hex, each hit is going to ignore 25% defense. We'll ignore it a further 25% defense if they're also under decreased speed. We'll also ignore an additional 25% of the target's defense if they are from the Bannerlords or Knights Revenant factions. Now, there aren't any champs from that faction here, but let's go against someone relatively tanky like Elenarl. Wow, 53k per hit. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. All right, we're gonna go. You know what? We actually don't need the other debuffs here. For the rest of this, we don't need the other debuffs. So we just have our Lydia. Man, I lost him. Arbiter, Lydia, and Holsring. That A2 did really good damage. Now, if that had done another 50k damage, we would be looking at 170k damage with 4k attack, which is super, super solid. All right, here's the A3. So the A3 attacks 4 times at random. Each hit has a 25% chance of placing Hex for 3 turns and decreased speed for 2 turns. Champions from the Bannerlords and Knights Revenant factions cannot resist these debuffs. Each hit also has a 75% chance to steal 25% of the target's turn meter. If the target is from the Bannerlords or Knights Revenant faction, steals 50% of the turn meter instead, and then places Perfect Veil buff on himself for 2 turns. That's going to be super important because of his passive here. Hunter's Guile, if this champion attacks a target under a Hex debuff and a decreased speed debuff, places a Perfect Veil buff on this champion for 1 turn. This effect will not activate when counterattacking. Also increases this champion's crit damage by 30% while attacking under Perfect Veil. So we're going to go ahead, and here's the A3. Remember, it's 4 times at random. So 3 of them was enough to take out this guy, right? So let's try to boost back around. He does steal turn meter, so now he's going to be boosted. Should we test his A1 or should we test his A2 while he's under Veil? I kind of like the idea of testing the A2 under Veil. Let's just see. Wow, 37k. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I do want to go in and see what that A1 is going to be looking like for us. So we're going to go ahead and boost again. We're going to go ahead and drop defense with the weaken. Remember, we got worse damage off of this overthrow because there was no hex or decreased speed. So let's go in with the A1. 21k. That's honestly about what we would expect from a damage dealer with 4k attack. So that wouldn't be anything to write home about. It's just kind of average. But I do think that all the synergy he has with the debuffs, he does bring those debuffs himself. So ideally, if you're doing more than a 2-second build for a video, you want to add some of those debuffs onto him and just build him with a little bit of accuracy. I put Nature's Wrath as a blessing just because he does place hex and decreased speed. And then, yeah, he also self-buffs with increased attack, and he'll have the perfect veil too, but he decreases turn meter while he's under perfect veil too. So the A1 is very good, actually. Yeah, Nature's Wrath, because you want to build a little bit of accuracy so that you can place that drop speed and hex. So for masteries, we went accuracy increasing masteries and offensive mastery. So we took the crit rate, we took the crit damage, we took the life drinker for Hydra, we took the Wrath of the Slain, we took kill streak, and then went down into Giant Slayer. I was wrong. I didn't put Helm Smasher on him. Put Giant Slayer on him. And honestly, you could go either way with this because he has the 4-time random hitter, and he has the triple hitter, and he has a double hitter. So Giant Slayer's good, and Helm Smasher would also be good to get some extra ignore defense there. Keep in mind, War Master, probably not the way to go. Flawless Execution, probably not the way to go. You probably want either Giant Slayer or Helm Smasher. We went with Methodical because he's going to be A1ing a lot. Bring it down because he's, you know, an attack-based damage dealer. He's not going to have that much max HP. Single Out and Heart of Glory. Then, you know, pinpoint accuracy, charge focus, increases accuracy by 20 when this champion has no skills on cooldown. Really good for like debuffing first in Hydra. Swarm Spider increases accuracy by 4 for each enemy alive. Lore of Steel to boost his stats with any sets that we might have on him. And then Master Hexer to extend the duration of those debuffs. As far as sets are concerned, I already mentioned we went with Savage and Merciless. Get some ignore defense gear and the Cat's Gaze there. That is my Holsring build. I think, honestly, he's not terrible. I think I was actually really excited to test him in Chimera when Chimera first came out, but I never got around to doing that. All right, I feel legendary from the Sacred Shard. Let's go. Come on. And no, we got an epic. What epic did we get? Chancellor Yasmin. Disappointing. It's a 2x. Is the 2x on? Yes, yeah, I'm sure the 2x is on. 50% chance of removing all buffs from all enemies. That's really terrible if it's not a 100% chance. Then places asleep on all enemies who have active buffs. Ew. Heals an ally by 40% of their max HP. Heals by 60% if the ally has 50% HP or less. Ew. And then attacks one enemy, places an extra hit if the target has no active buffs. Also ew. Yeah, not feeling that today, guys. Not feeling that today. But let me know what your thoughts are on Holsring in the comments below. If I should test him in Chimera, let me know. I'll be sure to do that. Guys, I've been Felra, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends, and I'll see you in another video.